Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine, and I hope you have completed all the previous exercises of the previous chapter. So now let's move into the new chapter. The new chapter is chapter 7, verbs and their kinds. So what are verbs? We have already learned about verbs in the previous class too. Verbs are the action words or the helping words. Okay. So let's know about verbs in detail. A verb is a word that indicates an action. Verbs are also called action words or doing words. Okay, so basically verbs which indicate an action, and it is also known as action words or doing words. Now let's talk about kinds of verb. There are four kinds of verbs. First one, regular verbs, then irregular verbs, then infinitives and participles. So let's talk about it in detail. First one is regular verbs. The verbs that change into the past tense or past participle just by adding d or ed at the end are known as regular verbs. So basically the verb which change into the past tense or in the past participle just by adding d or ed, okay, at the end of it, these are known as the regular verb. Okay, here you can see the table also, the present one, the past one and the past participle one. First one is bark. Bark, past is barked. You just have to add ed. Okay. Past participle is what? Past participle is barked only. Okay. You just have to add ed. Next one, cook, cooked, cooked. Divide, divided, divided. Grant, granted, granted. Type, typed, typed. Okay. So these all are the regular verbs. Now let's talk about irregular verbs. The verbs that change into the past tense or past participle without any rule are known as irregular verbs. So without any rule, which the verb which change into the past or past participle, when that is the irregular verb. Here you can see the table also. Arise will become arose. So here you can clearly see that it is completely changed over there. Okay, when it comes to the past one. So in the past participle, it is arisen. Arise, arose, arisen. Then next one, tear, tore, torn. Catch, caught, caught. Eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Okay. Now let's talk about another verb, another type of verb, that is infinitives. The verbs that remain the same irrespective of the number of person or tense are known as infinitives. The verb which always remain the same irrespective of the number of person or the tense. For example, we are about to begin our work. English is difficult to learn. Next one, I have many letters to write. He has to go there. Okay, so here you can clearly see that it remains same, okay, irrespective of the number of persons or the tense. Okay, now before going further, there is a note. Infinitives usually take to before them. Here you can also clearly see that infinitive usually take to before them. Okay, now let's talk about another type of verb, that is participle. The verb that have feature of a verb and an adjective are known as the participles. The participles also called verbal adjectives. So basically the verbs that have a feature of a verb, verbs which have a feature of a verb and an adjective also, that are known as the participle. So the participles are also known as the verbal adjectives. Okay. So here you can see the example, seeing the cat, mouse ran away. Okay, next one is, he was consulting a doctor. He was consulting a doctor. Okay, now before moving further, there is a note. The participles usually have ing or ed at the end. Participles usually contain ing or ed at the end. Now here you can clearly see three forms of some irregular verbs. You can see the three forms of irregular verbs. Here you can clearly see the table. Beat, in the past form it will remain beat only, and in the past participle it is beaten. Next one, become, became, become. Next, begin, began, begun. Next, bite, bit, bitten. Blow, blew, blown. Break, broke, broken. Bring, brought, brought. Build, built, built. Burn, burned, burnt. Then choose, choose, chosen. Next one, come, came, come. Next is cost, cost, cost. It remains same. Next one, cut, cut, cut. It also remains same. Next one, do, did, done. Next is draw, drew, drawn. Next one, drink, drank, drunk. Next is drive, drove, driven. Next, feel, felt, felt. Next, find, found, found. Next, fly, flew, flown. Next one, forget, forgot, forgotten. Next is get, got, got. Next, give, gave, given. Next one, go, went, gone. Next is have, had, had. And the next one is hear, heard, heard. Next one, hold, held, held. Now, in the another table also, you can see the present, past and past participle of the verbs. First one, let, remain the same. Let, let, let. Next, lose, lost, lost. Make, made, made. Mean, meant, meant. Meet, met, met. Play, paid, pay, paid, paid. Next one, put. It remained the same. Next, read, read, read. Next one, ride, rode, ridden. Next, ring, rang, rung. Rise, rose, risen. Run, ran, run. Say, said, said. Next, see, saw, seen. Sell, sold, sold. Send, sent, sent. Next one, shine, shone, shown. Next, show, showed, shown. Next, sing, sang, sung. Sit, sat, sat. Next one, sleep, slept, slept. Next, speak, spoke, spoken. Next one, spend, spent. Next, stand, stood. Next one, steal, stole, stolen. Next, swim, swam, swam. Swim, swam, swum. Next one, take, took, taken. Okay. Now let's talk about, students, subject verb agreement. The subject verb in a sentence must agree in number. Look at the following example. So basically the subject and verb in a sentence, they must agree in a number. Okay, so the example is given, a worm wriggles in water. Here a worm is a singular subject, wriggles is a singular verb. So here both the subject and the verb should agree in number. A worm wriggles in water. Next one, worms wriggle in water. Okay. When it comes to a singular subject, then you have to use a singular verb. Okay. When it comes to plural subject, then you have to use the plural verb. Okay. Worms wriggle in water. Okay. Now the next thing is given, if the subject in a sentence is singular, then the verb should also be singular. For example, the hen lays egg. Next one, John is playing football. Okay, so if the verb is singular, then if the subject is singular, then the verb should also be singular. Next one, if the subject in the sentence is plural, then the verb should also be plural. If the subject is plural, then the verb should also be plural. Okay, for example, hens lay eggs. Next one, John and David are playing football. Okay. Now with the pronoun you and I, we always use a plural verb. With the pronoun you and I, we always use what? We always use a plural verb. Okay, for example, you are happy today. Then you type with your eyes closed. Amazing. Next one, I swim very well. Okay, so here you can clearly see that with the pronoun you and I, you are using the plural verb. Okay. Now students, let's move into the exercise part. First one, tick the correct option, fill in the blanks. First question is plants dash water to grow. Options are need, needs, needed. Now here it is talking about the plural plant. So you have to write down the plural verb only, that is the need. So tick need. Plants need water to grow. Next one, Manoj dash to travel to London. Options are want, wants, will want. Manoj is a singular one, so you have to use singular verb, that is wants. Manoj wants to travel to London. Okay. Next one, I dash to read and write in English. I dash to read and write English. Options are likes, liked. I like to read and write English. Okay, so you have to take like. I hope, student, that you understood this chapter, and your homework is you have to complete all the exercise part of this chapter, and I'm gonna meet you in another class. Till then, student, bye bye.